Let's talk about Star Trek launching. Star Trek fan launches a petition to have Alex Kurtzman's Star Trek designated as non-canon.
This is an interesting story for us because we didn't expect to be talking about it today.
No, we didn't.
It ended up coming our way through Twitter. This is interesting. We actually, if you guys are familiar with the Orville, and we're friends with Tom Constantino, who's a producer on the Orville. I guess I want to say it's Chuck Marble that came up with this. I don't even know if it says Chuck's name in here, but Chuck watches our videos. I don't know if you remember Chuck, but and apparently he's so I don't know if it was tongue in cheek, Brian. Maybe you can explain it.
Yeah. So if you read the petition, I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, I got it here too.
Okay. So the petition states, Star Trek Discovery betrays the principles upon which Star Trek was based. In the past, we've seen
We lost him.
Sorry, I just dropped my mic. In the past, we've seen Kirk and Picard always offering a helping hand, even to those who would be considered enemies. Except for, remember, the Wrath of Khan was because Kirk literally left that guy there to die. He's like, yo, the Federation's going to come and take care of you. Yeah. Federation never came, dude.
No, Khan got left. He also hated the Klingons. So no. I mean, there are things about Kirk. I mean, he did in some elements, but
and we're not disagreeing with you, but there's plenty of
more Picard.
And when they each had their own prejudices, Kirk's racism against the Klingons for his son's death and Picard's hatred of the board for assimilation, they learned that hatred and violence were wrong. Wrong.
Wait, did he say that? Hold on a sec. Did he just say that Kirk was racist against Klingons? Okay,
I guess
so. Listen,
technically, Klingons are a race. No, they're a species.
Okay, that was not well put there, because it's not about, he wasn't racist against the Klingons. He hated them because, kind of like the way Americans hated Russians in the 60s.
Yeah, it didn't have anything to do with the color of their skin.
Didn't have anything to do with race, right?
Right.
So that I would not agree with that.
They learned that hatred and violence were wrong. They both disregarded their own plots of revenge because in the future humans are taught to resist prejudice and honor life. In Discovery, we see protagonists sadistically torture, call crew members who died idiots, and belittle each other who are below them in rank. That's all true. The petition asserts, I mean, that's all true, technically.
It is. It's true.
And there's a lot of...
He's got a lot of links here.
We see addiction glorified, poverty. Why am I on this screen? Poverty present, the bigotry on behalf of the Starfleet, it adds, and the Major Grin. I like this guy. He's great. Yeah. We also see disrespect for the dead, and it shows them disrespecting the dead in Picard versus TNG. From there, the petition notes, I haven't even touched upon Alex Kurtzman's eye-torturing fetish he keeps throwing in.
Oh, yeah. We got a little... I don't know if it's Alex Kurtzman's, but
yeah,
there is some stuff going on there.
Next, it declares, I haven't even gone over the blatant disregard for pre-established canon and the abysmal story writing. This man, Alex Kurtzman, and his work are a waste of our time. If you are a true Star Trek fan, you don't approve of this, you're gatekeeping. Yes, I am. Can't you look at this new Star Trek and the examples I've given and say that it aligns with Gene Roddenberry's vision? No, you can't. Don't even try, Anna G asserts. And from there, Anna G makes it clear the petition will likely do nothing. Now, this is very important.
What will this petition do? Probably nothing.
Nothing, but the hopes of it is to send a message to Paramount to save the message of our franchise. So Anna G writes, what will this petition do? Probably nothing.
Yeah.
But if we get enough signatures, if we really blow this up, we can send a message that this is the future we want or stand for. Okay. So look, it's just a fans upset about.
Well, the first thing I got to say is I 100% support a petition for any freaking thing that you feel strongly about.
Yeah, do it.
That's what America is about. You definitely, I mean,
the freedom of speech is about.
Anna G started this petition to nerds and 2 others. Okay, so yeah, so what's funny about this is, listen, whether you agree or disagree with this petition, whether you love the new Star Trek or you can't stand it and you think it's a shot in the face to Star Trek, it's okay to have those opinions either way. Either sign the petition or don't sign the petition.
Right.
What we don't like to see is what happened to Tom Constantino.
Right.
He basically said, look it, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And apparently he's following one of the people who started this. Another person on Twitter blocked him and basically judged him for having anything to do with this person.
Which is nonsense.
And now what I would say is, whatever, if that guy wants to block me, joy. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anyways.
Right. If you're so close-minded that you can't have a discussion about whether or not this version of Star Trek is good or not, whether or not these people are gatekeeping, or I don't know what it is. Listen, you know what these people want, and everybody who signs this petition right here, they just want good Star Trek.
Yeah. Right.
They want Star Trek they love.
Yeah, and I hate to go back to this, but
it's not wrong.
It's not wrong. I'm sorry to cut you off. Just because someone doesn't like or speaks out against how bad Discovery is, or criticizes parts of Picard or anything, that doesn't mean they're a racist or a bigot or a gatekeepers. That means that they didn't like it, and everyone has the right to criticize, especially criticize bad television, bad story writing, bad characters. And you know what? And give their reasons. I don't like this character because. Now, if you don't like them for, because they're another color than you or gender, then, yeah, okay, yeah, you're racist. But most 99% of the people that we've spoken to that don't like Discovery has nothing to do with the fact that Burnham is African American. Has nothing to do with the fact that, whatever. It's every single criticism is because the story, the canon, the characters, the writing, all of that. And it has nothing to do with race or sex. So,
yeah. And I would say, instead of criticizing somebody for creating a petition to sign that says you don't like Star Trek the way it is, I would challenge you to go create a petition that says how much you love Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then get a bunch of people to sign that. And let me tell you, and then, hey, let's see who wins in the end, right?
Yeah. Let's see what that ratio
America's
looks
all
like.
about. It's about competition, baby.
It's going to be like 22,000 to 14.
I mean, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
whatever, yeah. Do it.
Then you know what? I'll tell you what we'll do. Somebody go start one that says you love Star Trek, get that going around. And in 30 days, we'll do a video on both of them and see what happens.
This is why I hate the fact that they removed the dislike button, because that was always like how you can tell the general public felt about that video.
That's a good point.
And now you can't. Oh, well, the creators can see it. It was never about the creators seeing it.
Nope,
no one knew. It was no. I don't think there's a single creator out there who was like, well, I should modify my content based on these dislike numbers.
I will say, though, I do feel like there is an element to human nature that if a lot of people are downvoting something, I think somebody who may not have either downvoted or upvoted might be more likely to downvote just to pile on. I do think that.
But what if they liked it and they're like, well, I want to fight the dislikes and I'm going to like this instead?
I mean, I think there are those people, but I think you have, I hate to say this about human culture or humankind, but we tend to, when the schoolyard is getting full up of people and 2 guys or 2 girls or whatever are going to fight, there does seem to be this piling on effect of people who are like, yeah, get them, there is that. And it's part of our human nature. And, but getting rid of the dislike button, what do they achieve by doing that?
No, they achieved people, these big companies that were getting ratioed are no longer being ratioed now.
Right. Well, they are, but not. Nobody else can see it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
it's removing a platform from the disgruntled.
Right. So what they're doing is they're going, oh, now the critics have no leg to stand on when the trailer comes out by CBS that has, 75% dislikes to 25% likes. Now that's not an option. That's not something you can use to criticize or to show that the general public is having a problem here. Same thing we're doing with Rotten Tomato scores. When they go, oh, the critics are going to go first, and then the people, and then those scores are being constantly sort of modified and changed.
Yeah.
They don't want you to see how the regular people feel about anything. In fact, they're gatekeeping by removing dislike, by modifying the audience scores or not showing them at all.
Right.
How many movies do they go, we're not even going to show the audience score because it's so bad.
Yeah, no, 100% true.
That is a form of gatekeeping. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's who's paying their bill. That's who's paying for the ads. You're right. And they don't want them. YouTube, I understand like YouTube's motivation. Let's say CBS puts out something and the people who hate Star Trek are like, downvote it, right? And then all of us people who talk about Star Trek on YouTube are like, hey, a lot of people didn't like that. YouTube's afraid that the Paramount's not going to advertise with them next time because they don't want the bad press.
Right.
That's what it's about, Right or
well,
wrong.
Enough about that. Let's talk about let us know what you think about this.
Yes.
What do you think about this petition? Have you signed it? Are you going to sign it? Do you care about it? And what do you think about the other stuff we talked about? Removing the dislike button and the modifying the audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes. How do you feel? Is this a form of gatekeeping? Is it not? Do you care at all? Are you still watching because you don't care about anybody else's opinion? Let us know in the comment section. Moving on.